guys? This is Shelly's Homemade, and I'm Shelly, and today we are going to be making, guess what? Guess what, guys? Beef stew. So, I have some of these round steaks. You know, that's a tougher cut, so it'll be good for cooking this stew. I have 2 potatoes, 2 carrots, 2 celery, bay leaves, a teaspoon of seasoned oil, a tablespoon of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of garlic, a tablespoon of salt. We have a teaspoon of thyme, dried thyme. We have a teaspoon of dried oregano and a teaspoon of dried rosemary. I have a cup of flour, beef broth, better than beef bouillon. We have vegetable oil and Worcestershire. So, what we're going to do is get this stuff out of my way first. And I'm going to show you exactly what we're about to do. Alright. Got some stuff on the counter. Get rid of that. We're going to bring this bowl here, like so. We're going to add flour to it. And we're going to add some salt. Most of the salt. And add most of the black pepper. Then take a fork and mix it all together, and that way the flour is seasoned. I'm going to add some garlic to it and some onion powder. Just gonna this. So we're going to set that to the side just like so. And we're going to bring our beef back. Our potato and carrots, we don't need those right now. That comes in at the end of this recipe. Then put this to the side because that comes at the end as well, along with this onion. The garlic doesn't come at the end, but what we're going to do is cut these into chunks. So I'm cutting strips. Then I'm going to flip it, and we're going to throw it inside of there just like that. Boom. So these are cheaper cuts of steak. I am a what's the name, girl? I am a ribeye girl who loves a good ribeye. I will spend money on a good steak. So these are cheaper cuts. I'm just sticking these in here. I'm gonna make beef stew out of it. So you want bite-sized chunks in there in your mouth with really large chunks of beef. Just like so. In there. Like this. Make plenty of beef, and I've rinsed my beef. last one. And try to get them all the same size, guys. I know mine is a little off, but it's gonna cook down. It's gonna cook a long time anyway, so I guess it really don't matter, does it? So I'll pull this way. We got that and that, and we're just gonna coat it just like this. Alright. See how the flour just coats all over it. Get in there. You ain't gotta coat one at a time. Coating all of them together, and it's already seasoned. The flour is already seasoned. That means the meat is seasoned. And I put plenty of salt in here. So it's all mixed up. Now I'm gonna add the last of my salt. This is all salt that she is going to get. This beef needs salt. So now that this is all seasoned up, I'm going to show you how to fry this up. I'm gonna get my Dutch oven hot and put some of this vegetable oil in there and get it cooked and get it going. I'll be right back, guys. So guys, I'm back and my pan is all ready to go. You can hear it jumping, jumping, jumping. I'm gonna put these in here. We don't want to crowd it, so I'm going to put just enough in. Put them apart. Now we gotta wait for the pan to come back to temperature, because when I put those in there, the temperature dropped. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's time to flip these. That's like so. And get them off the bottom. Look at all that deliciousness on the bottom of this pan, guys. On the bottom. This is a very exciting dish. It doesn't take a lot of work. It's a one-pot wonder. Once you get the basic part of this done, you just build flavor. After that is like a dump and go. You just chop up a few vegetables, some fresh garlic, and you just dump and go, honey. Amazing, amazing. And I say it again, amazing beef stew recipe, guys. Y'all gotta make this. Y'all gotta make this. You like and share my videos and get into it with me and my videos. Y'all gonna love this recipe. If you follow this thing to the T and you eating this, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. You share it with somebody, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I cannot believe you made that. One by one, easy, quick. You could do all of this. You know, fry up this, put it in a crock pot, go on to work. This is an easy crock pot meal. This is an easy Dutch oven meal, you can put this in the oven and turn it on 250 and go on to work and come back home on, turn it on, you know, turn the oven on 250 and come back home. This will be done and succulent. All the juices still be in there. You won't burn the house down because it's on 250 and you can work. It's just like cooking in a crock pot, honey. I'm telling you, try it my way. Try it Shelly's way. You won't want it any other way, honey. You won't want it any other way. So, I done talked y'all ear off. Y'all sitting in here just looking at this pot going and me running my mouth. So I'm going to put you on pause, and as soon as this cook up, I'm going to show you what to do next. Alright guys, so that just took 2 batches to fry up. So I'm going to dump the rest of this flour that I had from that bowl inside of here. I just wanted to show y'all this little neat trick. And it's going to just let it cook down in the oil. It's already seasoned because I seasoned it with onion powder, garlic, salt, and pepper. So now, we're going to let this cook up. Let's stick it, the bits. Alright, so now, let's deglaze the pan. Deglaze the pan. Scrape all those bits from the bottom. And anything that you don't have you can just leave it out. It'll still be a great recipe. If you don't eat onions, don't put them in there. If you don't like celery, don't put that in there. If you don't like carrots, don't put it in there. You don't like potatoes, don't put it in there. You don't like tomatoes, don't put it in there. So it's starting to come up off of the pan. This is what we're doing. We're building flavor right now. So we're going to put this whole thing of beef broth or beef stock into this pan. Alright, just like that. And we're going to take some of this battered and bouillon beef. We're going to put it in there. That much. This stuff is salty. You don't want to be adding a whole lot. But that little bit brings so much flavor to the party. There's a whole party in here, honey. Whole doggone party. And that's cooking up. I'm gonna add some water to this party. So that same stock that you just pulled all that beef stock in. So now I'm gonna pour water in there. This is going to thicken because of the flour that I put the beef in and everything. Now, so I'm gonna say about a teaspoon of that. I'm gonna add the bay leaf to the party. Our thyme, oregano, and rosemary to the party. The rest of our garlic to the party. We having a good old time just partying it on up. Onion powder to the party. I ain't probably always straggling in the bowls. Well, seasonal, which has more salt in it. That's why we don't need any more salt. And the rest of the pepper. All this to this party. And we just built so much flavor in here. So that was like 4 bay leaves that I put in here. They were small. They wasn't the big ones. I got it in here. That's going to add flavor to the party. And, you know, as you stir this up, scrape the bottom. Get all those good giblets from the bottom of the pan. Now, let's add our can of diced tomato. Get that in there. Now that's going to give you that rich color that you look for in a beef stew. Add our beef back. Try to hold it close to the pan so it don't splash and burn you. Now the beef going to absorb all the flavors that we just put in here, and it's going to marry together. We're going to get married. You know that song by Jagged Edge, let's get married? Yeah, that. It's going to marry together just like that. It's going to be excellent. I added that Worcestershire in here for that tart bite. And I got that tomato in here, all of that. So what we're going to do is put the lid on this. We're going to let it cook up for a while. Then we're going to come back and add the garlic. So while that's on the top of my stuff, while that's coming to a boil, we're going to come back and add the garlic. And we just want to smash the garlic and pop it in. We're going to smash a few of them because it's going to disintegrate into the land of love. To the land of love. Alright guys, I'll be right back to show you what to do next. Alright guys, so it's time to get some garlic in our pan and our beef stew. So this is going to disintegrate into love land. And that's going to break it open. Ooh. Look at that. Just want to be stubborn. I just want to be stubborn. So I'm going to do 4 cloves. These are nice sized cloves. I'm going to take my knife. Smash it. Just like that. That thing open. Get that thing open. I told you, garlic is a great stress reliever, honey. A great stress reliever. I try not to waste stuff. I try to get everything out the bowl. You know, when you got kids, you learn to just use up everything, not to waste nothing. As soon as you waste stuff, you're gonna need it. Especially when you got kids. I didn't have kids when I had just my one. I felt as though it was old. It would be in the trash. It was like we didn't eat leftovers, none of that. So this is bubbling away. I'm going to add all of that garlic in there. Get that flavor going from that pan. I'm just giving it a little stir. Alright. Put the lid back on. Now, let's chop out our veggies. It's going to go right into our pan. We're going to do big chunks so they don't disintegrate away. Alright. So, like this. These like nice size. And these potatoes, the starch from the potato is going to help thicken that broth up as well. Along with the flour. See? These size chunks, guys. These size chunks. Chopping away. Lid up a little bit. So I cracked the lid because it was starting to boil and steam over. So, again, got the celery. Let's just, I don't know why you fighting me like that. Ooh. Boom. Boom. You know, just give it a rough chop, guys. It don't have to be exact. It's going into there, and it's going to be in flavor land. I'm going to chop it up a little smaller though, my celery. I actually like eating celery and my beef stew. I'm just cooked all up. Alright. Now leaves, just add that celery flavor. You know, most of the flavor of celery is in the leaves. And try putting the leaves in there, guys. I'm telling you. You'll get more of that celery flavor in there. Alright. Carrots. On an angle like this. Chunks of carrots. Like so. See? Chunks of carrots. I like carrots. My two sons don't care for carrots too much. So, I'm going to get these into the pan. And these potatoes, these celery, the carrots, all of that's going to add so much flavor, guys. So much flavor to this stew. It's already smelling my house up in here, and I haven't even done nothing yet. Oh, that thing is heavy. The Dutch oven is heavy. If you don't have a Dutch oven, use a regular pot, soup pot, whatever pot you got. I so happen to have one, so I'm using it. Cut my onion up. Cut these in chunks. See, and this is one of the things I like to call a dump and go situation. Because all you're doing is just dumping it in there and going on about your business. You might take a few steps. So basically, it's a dump and go situation. Alright guys, so I got my onions, potatoes, celery, and carrots into the stew. And once this starts to cook up and finish, and so I'm going to leave it on for like an hour, 2 hours. So all the stuff are married together. And I'm going to turn it on low. Right now it's on a medium high. And I'm going to turn it on low. I'm going to wait till it comes back up to a boil. Because I added all the celery, onions, and green peppers. Then I'm going to drop the flames to a low. And then I'm going to come back and show you the final product, guys. Thank you all so much. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. And I'm ready to serve up some of this wonderful, amazing beef stew. Got the potatoes in here, the meat. Look at these carrots. Some of this delicious broth. Onions, everything in there. So just look at that. Oh my goodness. The meat, you can just cut it with the spoon, baby. It's so tender. Look at that. I just cut it with the spoon. It's so damn tender. Alright guys. So like, share, and subscribe to my channel and get you some of this beef stew in your life. Alright, you make it Shelly way. You won't be disappointed, honey. Alright. So I'll see y'all next time. And as always, have a great day.